Hello my friends, it's time for another top 10 video. There is not an update video up yet. It'll probably either be tonight or tomorrow. YouTube issues, have to record the whole thing again. I did get games, but gotta, record the whole thing again. But meantime, here's another top 10 video. This time I'm going to do my top 10 favorite game series of all time. And just as a prop, I'm going to show you pretty much my favorite game from that series. Just as a prop, I'm not going to talk too much about the game that I'm holding up, just the series as a whole, because that's what this video is about. So let's go ahead and get started. Number 10, the Pokemon series. I'm a big Pokemon fan. I didn't get into the series in the beginning. Towards the later on is whenever I really got into the series as a whole. But then I couldn't I couldn't keep a Game Boy out of my hands, a Game Boy Color rather. Blue was the first one that I played. Then I played red, yellow, ruby, silver, gold. I actually am a big fan of the spin-offs, I guess you would say, like Pokemon Stadium was a really fun spin-off. Pokemon Snap was a really fun spin-off. But there's just so many games that it's just really hard to pick one that it's your favorite. But I just got to go with the original. But Pokemon in general was a really clever idea. You could have it was like an RPG with a bunch of different creatures who have different elements of attack, and that was really cool at the time, and it still is. I mean, it's still going on to this day. Pokemon, number 10 on my list. Number 9, the only reason this is number 9 is because they haven't made any games like this, a 3D platformer, Donkey Kong game, and a while. They probably never will. But the new games aren't bad. I love the new games, but I just wish they would make another 3D platformer. But Donkey Kong was an awesome series. The Donkey Kong Country series, dare I say, was better than the Mario series at the time. Then they made this game, and it was just one of my favorites of all time. But and then I was so happy when the Wii came out and made Donkey Kong Country Returns, and then Donkey Kong I think it's Tropical Peak or something like that. I do have it up there. I can't remember the name of it, but I played it a little bit, but it's pretty fun. But Donkey Kong is really fun. It's a great platformer. Platformers are probably my favorite genre of video games, so I gotta have Donkey Kong on my list. Number 8 is a series that was probably one of my first games I ever played. Mike Tyson's Punch Out, but Punch Out in general is such a fun series. The only reason it's number 8 is because there's only three main entries on the home console. There was two arcade series, Punch Out and Super Punch Out. They were the first, and then this one, the Super Punch Out on the Super Nintendo, and then the Wii one. I so hope they make one on the Wii U. I'll be the first to buy it, but I have beaten all of the games except for Mike Tyson's Punch Out because I've still never beaten Mike Tyson. I know I'm a noob. Mike Tyson's hard though. Number 7 is the Mario Kart series. I'm a huge Mario Kart fan. Um, I never did play the Super Nintendo Mario Kart. I still haven't played it actually, which is kind of sad, really. This was the first one that I played, and it's also my favorite. Then I played, the GameCube, the Wii U one is so much fun. I've been playing the Wii U one a lot lately, and it's probably going to top this one pretty soon. But Mario Kart is a series of Mario characters who's racing, and I'm not a big racing fan, but Mario Kart is an exception because it's just Mario. It's so fun. The next one on my list is the actual Super Mario series. Uh, Mario has done so many things. It's revolutionized the gaming industry for every step. Um, for example, the original Mario Brothers, Super Mario Brothers, there was platformers at the time like Pitfall, but it revolutionized the platformer because you were able to actually power up your character. And then Super Mario World really didn't do anything new except better graphics. But then Super Mario 64 came out and showed everyone what a 3D platformer was going to be. And it's been doing that a lot lately. And it hasn't really done it lately, actually. But back in the day, back when the 16 or the 64 was Nintendo's top console, they did it. Next one is the Smash Brothers series, and I know it's kind of weird to see a game, not the Melee here, but I like the Wii U version better. This is the best game on the Wii U so far, and it's absolutely breathtaking. I love this game so much. But Smash Brothers as a whole was a great idea from the HAL Laboratory to make. all of our favorite Nintendo characters come and actually fight each other, and it's so fun to play online. I think Brawl was the first one to introduce that. I may be wrong, but don't quote me on that. But it's only has four main. Excuse me, sorry. It only has four main entries, but it's really fun. I always love to play with the different characters and see all their different attacks, and I always love it how they introduce new characters with every entry. Like last for Brawl, Sonic was the new guy, and then this one it's Mega Man. Of course, there's other new ones like Little Mac and Pac-Man, but the main one that everyone was looking for was Mega Man. Last on Brawl, the main one everyone was looking for was Sonic. So it's pretty cool how they did all that. Number 4 on my list is the Crash Bandicoot series. I never was into Crash Bandicoot until my friend showed me Crash Bandicoot 2. That was the first one I played, and then I played Warped, which was awesome, and then I actually went back to the original, and then I played Wrath of Cortex, which is, take it or leave it. But Crash Bandicoot is so fun because it's a 3D platformer, but it's linear. It's kind of like Mario in a way, but it's 3D. You're going through the level, but you can go, all 360 degrees. But it's really cool because it's really like Mario in a lot of ways, and Sonic, because it's pretty much going from point A to point B, but it's different also in a way because it's a 3D platform. It's hard to explain. But what I like about Crash Bandicoot is there's so much other things to do except the levels. There's you can do the time trial modes. You can try to get all the boxes to get all the gems and all the collectibles, which is hard, by the way. This is a very hard series to get 100% in if you're the completionist type. There you have it. Number 3 on my list is the Zelda series. I have to have the Zelda series in here just because Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, A Link to the Past. There's just so many great Zelda games. I haven't played all the Zelda games, but the ones I have played, it's just were breathtaking to me. I actually played the original Zelda first, and that was really fun, and it still is. And then I played Ocarina of Time second, and of course, the rest is history. I've played Majora's Mask, A Link to the Past, and I really, really like Skyward Sword too, and Twilight Princess. I like the home console versions of Zelda a lot better than the handhelds. I'm not a huge handheld Zelda fan. I mean, I have them, right here. I got Oracle's, Seasons, and I got Link's Awakening in here somewhere. But I like these better. But I love how the aspect of adventure and collecting and open world. I really like that about the Zelda series. Number 2 is a childhood favorite, the Mega Man series. As you can see, my favorite is Mega Man 6. I don't know what it is about Mega Man 6, but it's my favorite. I like the 8-bit Mega Man games a lot better than the new Mega Man, the newer Mega Man games. There's so many Mega Man games. I think it has probably the most games in any series. But I remember playing Mega Man 2 through 6, and then actually going back to 1. And I was so happy when I got all the Mega Man games and was able to complete my collection because this is one of the best series ever. I mean, it's so fun because you can go fight the Robot Masters in any order and get their power. And what I like about the Mega Man series is actually trying to figure out the weaknesses for all the Robot Masters and going through them all and seeing what you can beat with the Mega Buster and what you can't beat with the Mega Buster, what enemy is weak to what different weapon, and I really like that about the Mega Man series. It was really cool to figure them out. Of course, it's really easy once you do figure it out, but figuring it out is the whole the fun of it. And my favorite game series of all time is the Ratchet and Clank series, Going Commando being my favorite. What I really like about the Ratchet and Clank series, whenever I first played Ratchet and Clank, I really liked it, but that was pretty much it. I just really liked it. It wasn't anything special to me. When I played Going Commando, what I liked is how they changed everything. It was a platformer, which is awesome, 3D platformer, and then they also had guns, which was cool. Not a big shooter fan, but it was a third-person shooter, which I do like better than a first-person shooter. But then Going Commando came out, and they made it into more of an RPG slash 3D platformer slash third-person shooter. Now, how do you do that? Well, Insomniac did it. The more use of your weapons, you can actually upgrade them into a stronger version, and you can also upgrade your life. So it's kind of like you're leveling up as you're fighting. Now, Up Your Arsenal and Deadlock and all the newer ones took it a step further than that, and you can level your weapons up to level 100 in some games. I think Deadlock does that, and you can also level your life, which they call nanotech in this game, up to whatever the max level. And some of them it's 200, some of them it's 100. This one is 80, and it's just amazing. I love that aspect, and they keep just adding more. Every Ratchet and Clank game you play is just a huge improvement over the last one. Now, why is the second one my favorite? Well, nostalgia. That's really it. Nostalgia. Um, Another thing I like about it is the armor upgrades you get. You can buy armor, and the bolts you can grind for bolts and get or money, which is the currency in this game, and get the big weapon. And if you want to go out and fight a bunch of enemies, and the fun of doing that is you can also level up your weapons and your own self as you're fighting to get the money you need to get the better weapons. So it's just a great series. It's my favorite series. I'm always looking forward to the next entry. I hope they keep this going for a long time because Ratchet and Clank is awesome. If you're a fan of RPGs, platformers, and shooters, this is the game for you. So that was my top 10 favorite series. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what your favorite game series are, and I'll see you later on for a pickup video. I'll see you then. Have a good day.